Tackle freaks, tackle geeks, and everyone in between. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for tuning back in. Today's video, we're gonna be talking about this beast of a rod, the Megabass P5 Addermine. This rod, man, this is such a fun rod to use. I mean, I've had like 2 or 3 seasons now with this rod, and man, this thing is a joy to use on the water. It's just so comfortable. But before we get into it, guys, just want to remind you, I got Instagram and TikTok, same thing, Jadu Bassin. So really appreciate if you guys follow me there. But anyways, let's get into this rod review. So to start out, this is actually a refresh, if you want to call it, from the old original Destroyer line, right? They had another Addermine in that line as well, which I never got to use, but from what I've heard, is a lot more sensitive than this one. But to be honest, this guy is just so sensitive. I mean, I'm literally just carving out the bottom of the water with this. I mean, it's weird to say, but it's really, really sensitive. Just spec this thing out. This thing is a F3.5 power, which is basically like a medium light to medium in my opinion. And then it's a 611. You got a weight range of 1/8 of an ounce to 1/2 ounce. And 5 to 12 pound line, which honestly the weight rating for this rod is actually pretty spot on. I mean, I don't know if I'd go 1/2 ounce all the time, but I have thrown 3/8 ounce drop shot weights, chuck them out deep, and it's been beautiful for it. Usually I like to run with like a 3/16, this is a 3/16 on here, to like a 1/4 ounce drop shot weight on here. Like I said, it can still do the recommended weight range, which is the 1/8 to 1/2 ounce, but that 3/16 to 1/4 ounce is definitely where it shines. So let's talk about weight real quick. This rod itself weighs around 3.8 ounces. I also have like a pretty cool like drop shot keeper over here, so that has a little bit of weight. So I don't know, you could probably say like around 3.5 ounces. And then I got a Daiwa Certate on here. This is a 2024 model. This thing is silky smooth. I mean, it's really nice. It's a 2500 size with line spooled on. It came out to about 6.4 ounces. So you're right around a total package of like 10.2 ounces, but you know, you shave off the line, shave off the little hook keeper accessory here, you're right at 10 ounces. And man, this thing balances perfectly in my hand. I know I got drop shot weight on here, but it's literally, you know, unrigged. I'm a pinky gripper, so it fits perfectly right in my hand right there. And man, you know, just like every other Megabass rod, this thing is just beautiful from the thread wrapping, just the tiny little ridges, and every little detail is just perfectly meticulously placed. The colors are beautiful, super subtle rod, but it definitely stands out as far as beauty and performance. So let's just talk about the power of this rod real quick. So right off the top, I call it a medium light from the top. Obviously, you can tell it's got that give to it, but you can also tell it gets to that backbone really quick. I mean, the backbone of this rod starts, I mean, I'm starting to feel pressure from the backbone right around almost halfway down the rod down here, and then here is just all force down here. So it's definitely a medium as you get towards the middle of the rod. So it starts at medium light and then quickly gets into that medium bend over here. Now, as you can tell, I love drop shotting on this rod. This is just my go-to rod. I've been through a bunch of rods for drop shotting. It's a technique I use all the time throughout the year, no matter the season. So whether that's an open nose hook or a Texas rig, drop shot is what primarily lives on this, but you can throw Ned rigs. This is a great paddle tail swim bait rod. And also it's like a great heavier mid-strolling rod too for the heavier weights. Like I'd say like 1/4 ounce and up if you really want to get somewhere deep. It's a great rod for that. For the lighter stuff, I prefer my Medusa. Now I know I do have a nose hook drop shot on here, and this rod is great. It's phenomenal for that. But majority of the fish I catch on a drop shot where I'm at is basically on Texas rig weedless drop shots. You know, again, same thing, just a 10-pound braided main line to a 7 to 8 pound fluorocarbon leader. And what's cool is I can either run an open hook drop shot, or I can run a Texas rig drop shot. Does both great. It's got more than enough power to set that hook and you know, pop that little weedless, this is the owner cover shot hook. Just pop that right through this. This is a Missile Baits magic worm. Just pop the hook right through there. Keeps fish pinned throughout the whole fight. Obviously, you always want to have it paired with a really nice drag, especially with drop shots and light wire hooks. But yeah, I mean, this rod is just, the thing I really love about this rod, other than the performance of it, obviously, is it's just so comfortable. I mean, when especially on those really long, tough days in tournaments, and even just like slow days, middle of the day, you know, high sun, if I'm really not getting many bites, I'm not really that bored because this rod is just so much fun to I can just do a far bomb cast out into the open and just kind of like literally just design the bottom of the water, if you want to call it. Like I literally feel every single rock and pebble off the ground. you know, just popping along drop shot weights. And even if I want to, you know, check out a little paddle tail swim bait, I want to check out Ned rig. This rod is actually great for Ned rigs. I'd say it's equally as good for drop shots and Ned rigs, but it's such a versatile rod. You could go wacky rig, you could Neko rig. I don't like to throw this around docks. You could throw it around docks. I have the 852S, which is like more of a tank, especially in docks and a little heavier cover. I don't want to put this through that. I have broken one of these before, but honestly, it was, I don't know, must have been a defect. So anyways, going back to what I love about this rod, other than being comfortable, it's, like I said, it is very sensitive. I mean, you can literally feel everything on the bottom. The one thing I will say that I don't like about the rod, and I guess it's not really a major con, is just it's 6'11", so it's almost 7 foot. It would be nice if it was a little bit longer, just because for my purposes, when I'm throwing drop shots, usually it's out offshore and I'm bomb casting these drop shot weights out super, super far. So having a little extra length would be nice. You get a little bit more of that parabolic bend, but then again, this is great for shorter targeted casts too. Like if I'm fishing shallow cover, right in front of lay downs and in front of dock posts and piles and stuff like that. If I want to just accurately pinpoint cast something right there, it's super easy. This is such an accurate caster. Another thing I really love about the rod is that the butt section is actually pretty short. So if you actually wanted to, this is actually a pretty sneaky like jerkbait rod, if you ask me. I mean, if you had like little like the X80s or like the smaller jerkbaits, it's really like it can handle those lighter weights, so it's really easy to jerk it around because, whoa, it's really easy to jerk those smaller jerkbaits around because the smaller handle, it's not really gonna come in the way. It's literally like halfway up my forearm. I don't know if you can tell, but it's super comfortable. Again, I love how comfy this rod is. It's just a joy to fish, and yeah, I mean, again, it's just super light. Look at it, it's just floating my hand. I mean, what more could you ask for, right? But anyways, guys, if you are looking for a drop shot rod, a Ned rig rod, a paddle tail swim bait rod, a heavier mid-strolling rod, Neko rod, wacky rig rod, just a versatile all-around medium, light, medium rod, and you're not looking for something super long, but not something super short as well, this is the rod. P5 Addermine, 100% send it. I couldn't recommend this rod more. This is definitely one of my top 3 rods I've ever used. I mean, I've just caught so many fish with this rod, and it's just such a joy to fish with. I could fish with this all day, no matter if it's 100 degrees or if it's 30 degrees. I mean, I will take this rod. This rod is with me at all times, every tournament, every time I'm on the water, whether I got drop shot or any of the other techniques I said below. But yeah, guys, I know it's a quick little review, but I figured a lot of people had questions about the P5 Addermine, so I figured I'd clear some of that up here. Let me know if you got any more questions down in the comments down below. Again, feel free to shoot me a message on my socials on Jaldu Bassing, whether that's TikTok or Instagram. And yeah, guys, hope you guys are staying warm. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.